What if fiction doesn't reflect reality, but started rewriting it? Welcome to week 3 of Snobtober 2025, where things are getting weird. I'm Mick Manhattan, and this is Snobs Film History Classic Film Review. Today we're cracking open the terrifying pages of John Carpenter's 1994 cult classic, In the Mouth of Madness. Starring Sam Neill as a skeptical insurance investigator, John Trent, the film follows his descent into a Lovecraftian spiral of horror while investigating the disappearance of massively popular horror novelist Sutter Cane, a thinly veiled stand-in for Stephen King by the way of H.P. Lovecraft. But as Trent digs deeper, fiction begins bleeding into reality, and things start unraveling fast. Carpenter mixes psychological horror, cosmic dread, and the mind-bending reality shifts to craft a film that asks, what happens when the written word becomes gospel? And what happens if the gospel is insane? Released in 1994, In the Mouth of Madness was the final entry in what Carpenter calls his Apocalypse trilogy, following The Thing and Prince of Darkness. While those films tackled physical and scientific terror, Madness ventures into the metaphysical horror. Filming took place in Ontario, Canada, with the town of Hobbs End being built from scratch. Every storefront and crooked alleyway designed to look like it came straight out of the Nightmare paperback. The makeup and effects work, bleak and brilliant. There are real latex creatures, gnarly prosthetics, and in-camera tricks that still hold up. Carpenter and his FX team leaned into the old-school horror craftsmanship, which gives the film its timeless terror. And that opening, with the Metallica-esque theme as Kane's book rolls off the printing press, pure 90s horror perfection. At the time of its release, In the Mouth of Madness flew under the radar. It didn't bomb, but it didn't get the love it deserved either. Critics were puzzled by its non-linear structure and surrealism, but horror fans, they never forgot. Over the years, the film developed a huge cult following. It's now praised for being ahead of its time, predating meta-horror by years, and doing the whole insanity is the real monster thing better than most films since. It's also one of Carpenter's most thematically rich films, a meditation on belief, mass media, and the thin line between creator and destroyer. Some even argue it predicted modern fandom culture and conspiracy obsession long before it became part of the zeitgeist. Today it sits proudly among the best horror films of the 90s. And let's be real, Sam Neill walking into a theater to watch his own life unravel on screen, that's one of the most chilling endings in horror history. If you haven't seen In the Mouth of Madness, or it's been a while, this Snobtober is the perfect time to revisit it. It's dark and disorienting, and it might just crack your reality a little bit. I love this film. I think this is one of Carpenter's absolute best. From beginning to end, this movie keeps you guessing and wanting to know more and more, and it keeps you enthralled throughout. Big thanks to Sturdy of Sturd-O-Vision for curating this year's horror picks. I appreciate this one very much, and this will be a first-time watch for him once we get to it. We've already covered Two Evil Eyes and Wolf, and we're not done. Coming up is Misery and Demon Month to close out this month, and make sure to check back in October for what movies he chose for that. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, and smash that bell so you'll never miss an episode of Snobs Film History or any of our other horror-filled shows this Halloween season. And hey, join our Patreon for exclusive content, giveaways, and Discord community, and more. And follow me on Letterboxd or Substack at The Scene Snobs, also on all social media platforms as well. This is Mick Manhattan from Snobs Film History, and remember, reality is what we make it, so stay spooky, stay classy, and stay sane if you can. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Be kind and rewind, and I'll talk to you soon. Later.